Hi friends, how are you on this Tuesday? Carrie from Texas. Hope you had a good day yesterday. I am really sorry that I did not get a video out yesterday. It was just a difficult day for me, and I just didn't have enough time to do one effectively, and so I apologize that I didn't get to meet with you yesterday, because it is one of my favorite things every day to come in and talk to you and do a makeup tutorial, get ready with you in the mornings. It just makes my day. Today we're going to be using this palette. I'm wearing yellow, black, white, and gray, and so we're going to use this beautiful gold palette in here somewhere. The gold, and I'm probably going to use, I know I don't use this very much, this black color as outline and potentially as a transitional color. We'll see how that all works out. I have put my under eye corrector on, my new product that I'm just adoring, this one. It really does correct any discoloration under the eyes remarkably. And we're going to put on, I'm using up these last two Joa containers that I have. Want to make sure that I use up what I've had so we don't waste product before I get any more. So we're going to put that on. I'm not going to put that over my under eye because I don't want to disturb that. I like the way that that is blending with this. So we're just going to blend underneath there. And then we'll probably see how it looks when I get all this finished, see how it looks. And we might have to put a little bit of concealer on. Blending up there. Bringing down to the neck. I do see when you put enough of that under eye corrector on, you can definitely see the pigment, and it is definitely a skin tone pigment. May have a little bit of pink undertone into it, but for me that works really well because naturally I do have pink undertones. Don't know if there's a secondary product for that, but it's a great product, and I think it goes on better if you use a brush. I do think that. I think you get more of the product and you get a better overall coverage when you use a brush. So kind of FYI on that. Okay, that's all on. It looks really good. The brows look good. Let's get our powder on this morning. I did order, I've heard so many things about this product that I did order today the Laura Geller dry system, the dry foundation system. I've heard so many things about it. I've read so many articles and watched so many videos of experienced ladies, in other words, older ladies. I don't like to use the word older. Experienced, I think, is a better term. Who are loving the powder with their experienced skin. So we are going to see how that all works. I did order it, so I'm really anxious for that to get here so I can try it and give you my own evaluation on it. You know, I'm one of those people that think the more moisture you're adding with liquid, the better you're going to be. But I've been wrong before, so I'm not going to assume that I am correct. Okay, let's get a little bit of powder under the eyes real quick. I'm gonna use my my finishing powder, and we're just gonna put a little bit of that right under here. Doing this to, one, get a really bright under eye, but also if any fallout drops, then I'm gonna have this loose powder right here that I can come in and I can pick it up. Let's get some lipstick on too. The lips are really dry. Gonna be using my Cocoa Shimmer today, my LA Colors Cocoa Shimmer. Not putting, you know, globs of it on, just trying to kind of get a little bit of it on and then come back in with my gloss. This is my Physicians Formula Plumping Gloss in just the clear color. I love the way that just gives sort of a darker neutral color to the lip, that color. And not putting a lot of it on, just sort of putting a little bit on and then blending it out with the lip gloss, in my opinion, does a remarkable job. And you know what? I didn't even put any concealer on today. Completely forgot. So we're not even gonna worry about it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come underneath with probably a lighter color. We're gonna put a little bit more powder on since I have forgotten my concealer. I've already put powder on, so can't go back now. You could, but it can get really clumpy if you try to do that, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna make it work by using my finishing powder. And get that really, really well in by the nose. Okay, how is that looking? That's looking good. Okay, so I want to use this beautiful, where did my brush just go? This beautiful gold color today. Might have to lighten it a little bit once I get it on, but I can do that because there's a lighter color in the palette here. So we're gonna put this on and blend it in really good. Take it up to transition. Beautiful color, gorgeous goldy yellow color. Absolutely spectacular color, actually. Look at that. It's just beautiful. It definitely makes my eyes go woo. And I am going to lighten it a little. I'll show you what I'm doing here. I'll pick up the color here in a second and just show you. So I'm going to come back over and we're just going to lighten it a little bit. Make it even a lighter yellow color by adding this lighter color on top. And we're going to put that up there. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. So what I did is I started with this color and I put that down. Then it came through with this color and it just ever so slightly went on top of it and took it up underneath my brow area to get that really pretty light goldy color. Now I'm going to pick up a small brush, very small brush, as you can see here, and I'm going to dip into the black. I'm going to try not to get a whole lot on the brush, and we're just going to come in and we're going to create a line here. Gonna get a really fluffy brush now and really blend that. Very pretty. I don't want it to be, you know, in your face, but I do want to see it. So we're going really light-handed here. Then I'm going to get an angled brush. We're going to come down underneath. With the dark black color. As you can see, I'm not picking up very much, but enough to outline the eye. Gonna come back with some yellow under there too. Gonna go to the top and add the dark color, because we definitely need an outline up here because we're missing lashes. So we're gonna put that up there. Beautiful. Yep. And then we're going to dip back into this with this same brush that I've got here. We're going to dip back into the yellow, and we're going to come underneath, and we're going to pretty heavy-handedly put some yellow down here and blend it. Yep. Very nice. Okay. That looks good. Tartlet, Starlit, Starlight. Love that palette. Beautiful, beautiful saturation of color in that palette. Just absolutely gorgeous. That's in the palette set that was, there's 4 in that, and I don't know if that's still available or not through TikTok Shop, but you might want to check into it. 4 little palettes come in one. All right, let's see what this is. Okay. Get this back in there. Let me get my glasses so I can see. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, very subtle but beautiful gold color. Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. All right. Now, before we get to mascara, we want to make sure that we're blending in the blush that we just put on. So I'm going to come back in with my big fluffy brush here, put it down in my powder and just really blend that all. Make sure we have a really soft and porcelain finish. And I might need to check and see how my brows look, because I noticed a minute ago that I may have clipped one of them. So we're going to get my pencil out, and I got to get my glasses on. I am just blind as a bat anymore. So let's see. Yes, right here. Again, right here. must have hit it with something when I was doing my foundation, because it definitely was missing there. That's really weird. I don't remember hitting it, but oh well, you know, it happens every day. Okay, so that looks good. Let's get some curl going here. One, two. All right, and we are going to be using my L'Oreal Panorama today. Get these glasses on and see how we can get some mascara on. All right. Starting way down at the bottom. Trying to lock in that curl as best I can real quickly at the very bottom of the lash. Let's come over here and do the same. Okay, and we're going to get a little bit on the bottom, and I am needing these days to just get a little bit on a first coat and then let it sit for a good 5 minutes or so it completely dries, and then I have to come back in and do the bottom coat, do another coat, because I'm struggling with lashes on my right eye. So I'm just gonna do one more little pass here where I can feel some lashes. And I'm gonna let all this really dry, and then I'm gonna come back in a few minutes and get another full coat on, because I am just really struggling with this eye over here to get any coverage. I see them, they're very tiny, but it's just a big challenge right now. Out here is great, out here on the very end, on the end of my lash right here. It's in here that I'm struggling. So, gonna let that dry really well. Come back in a few minutes, but let's take a look at where we are today. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous color. Just an absolutely gorgeous color. Don't be afraid of metallics. You know, they can be a little scary, because sometimes if you make a mistake, it's hard to get them off. But all I can tell you is have you a really good fluffy powder puff and a sponge. So if you happen to smear the shimmer and you can't get it off, just add a little bit of contour to the bottom of one of these or your sponge, and then just gently remove the excess or the smudge, and you'll be okay. It's one of those things that it just takes a little bit of finesse to clean it up, but you'll be able to do it. And then of course, if all else fails, get you a little eye Q-tip, get it wet, and then you just might have to reapply some of the products that you have underneath your eyeshadow. Worst case scenario, but it should come off with a little bit of concealer on the end of a powder puff or on the end of your sponge, and then just gently blend it out. You should be okay once you do that. Because shimmers can do that. They can smudge and they can drop, get you fallout. So it's kind of important to be prepared a little bit when you're using shimmers, just in case they do drop or fall out on you during the application. So that's it for me on this beautiful Wednesday with no rain right now. Hope we have no more today. We've had rain every day. It seems like for, I don't even know, 3 weeks. It's just been insane here in Texas. Hope wherever you are, you're having a splendid day already. Many blessings to you. Get out there and hit a grand slam today. Remember, you are your best and most important supporter. Be prepared. Don't let those all-important first impressions pass you by. You only get 10 seconds and you never get them again. They could be the answer. It could be the answer to everything you're wanting and dreaming for. So be ready. Put yourself together. Spend the 30 minutes every day to make yourself feel and look your very best so you can have a spectacularly successful day. And I'm thinking about you. I know you can do it. Believe in yourself. If you don't, who's going to, right? And don't let your age stop you from chasing your goals and your dreams. And don't be afraid to use shimmers. Bright, beautiful, bold shimmers like I did today with this beautiful gold color. Looks great with brown eyes, by the way. Many blessings, and we'll see you tomorrow. This is Carrie from Texas. God bless. Have a great day.